Mm-hmm.
So I went downstairs into the fridge, and I asked him if he had any soda, and he said, yeah, no. And so I looked in, and there was 2 12-packs of soda.
Wow,
he
would do that.
He didn't even share. Oh, hey, what's going on?
Hi, guys. How you doing?
I'm Art Crandall.
And I'm Brad Crandall.
And this is Earth News.
Yes, it is.
Welcome. All the facts, all the time. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
You know?
So, yeah, I was just going to sit back and let you roll on today's episode.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Because I was relying on you to do that, but it's okay. I got some. I just might have to read it with my head down, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Starting off with some heavy stuff.
Heavy
Hear
stuff.
about the guy in Cleveland. An employee at a Brook Park adult entertainment store reported a suspicious male loitering near the back entrance. Officers found the man riding his bicycle down the street and told him why he was being stopped. The man said he had no ill intentions, but was just checking the prices of some items in the store. The man began pedaling his bicycle away from officers. 2 officers told the man to stop and turn around, but the man kept going. The guy ended up hitting a fire hydrant and flipping over, and he got up and fled on foot. Officers caught up to him in the parking lot of a gas station. Dispatch information.
Mm-hmm.
The man had been arrested. Warrant in Beret. A search of the man's belongings found a crack pipe and a blue pill. The man said the pants he was wearing were not his, and that the pipe and the pill were not his either. And my guess is that blue pill was probably Viagra.
I mean, he
coming
was
from a porn store.
He was in an erotic store, you know. I mean, what's the crack pipe for? I'm just saying, you know. If this was the Matrix, he would have asked to dive deeper, I believe.
Yeah, right.
Because it was the blue pill.
Oh, it's not. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
No, my head.
So we got some funny stuff here. In Cookville, a man who stole $756 worth of goods from a Walmart did so to pay off a bet he lost on a few weeks back Saturday's UT football game. Brandon Lee Henry, age 19, and Letitia Lamson, 21, both of Old Qualls Road, were arrested in the case last night by Cookville police officer Chris Melton. They are each charged with theft of property in connection with an incident at the Walmart store, and the officer read the 2 their rights, then asked them about the stolen merchandise. He asked where the merchandise was located at. He said the boxes were in the woods and the rest was given to 2 other individuals. The officer asked why they stole the items. He stated he had lost a bet on the Tennessee Vols game a few weeks back, and he stated he gave the TV and Blu-ray player to the subject he lost the bet to. He stated he owed the subject $150. So why not, you know, if you owe the guy $150, go to a Walmart and steal $756 worth of goods.
Yeah, that's a wonderful idea. Huh?
Great idea, right?
And that is why that ends this guy on one of the dumbest criminals list.
Exactly, I was going to say, and that's why losers never win.
You know what?
A little catchy tune.
Guy was not smooth.
No, you got to be a little smoother than that.
Yeah.
Pay your bookies, though. Definitely pay the bookies.
Yeah, like, we're smooth.
Yeah.
Okay, did you hear about Hooters is well known for their wings and other things, but
the wings.
You know, there was this 80, the wings. so yeah, everyone tells their wife all the time.
Yeah.
Sorry. Apparently, some 80-year-old guy wouldn't be served alcohol because he didn't have his ID proving that he was 21, even though his face and wrinkles and
he said
everything was it's like you can tell when someone's an elder.
Yeah, I guess so. Or you have a really good makeup artist like the guys on
that is true,
Jackass,
actually.
yeah.
You know,
something like that, where they had the old people suits.
Yeah, oh wow,
that'd be a good idea.
I don't really think of it like that.
Well, let's mix it up. I have a story here from Thailand. And this one, you can't help but feel a little bit bad and intrigued at this as well, is Savapat Kemjia Shopintu, who's native from Thailand, has had a lot of heart and courage, but unfortunately the first thing people notice about her is the giant facial tumor she has had since she was a young girl. The tumor on the 29-year-old's face is so large that it has obstructed the left side of her face and left a large hole in the frontal lobe, exposing part of her brain. If that was the worst part, then unbelievably sad. The difference between this tumor that she has on her face and everybody else is that this tumor is shaped like Joe Camel's face. It is yes, it's a phallus-shaped tumor that's on her face.
Oh my!
Yes,
that's exactly. I guessed it, and I was hoping I was
you
wrong.
guessed it. You thought you were wrong earlier, but
I was wrong. But that's very.
That was unbelievable. I read that. I was
like, unbelievable.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Also, you know how marijuana has been legalized in Denver and Washington.
Yep.
There's already been one incident of a woman beating her boyfriend with a marijuana bong. Authorities said the attack happened after a heated argument. Sunday morning, the man suffered a cut to his head from the 8-inch tall glass water pipe. The Bellingham Herald said officers believed the couple had been drinking. The woman fled after the attack and remains at large.
Wow.
So it was.
Girl.
Yeah.
She's a big girl. She'd remain at large.
So it was from both alcohol and weed.
I don't know. In that certain aspect, wouldn't you just think that, you know, you'd chop it up to domestic violence and not even put the drugs into it? I think what they're trying to do is put some kind of, you know, they're broadcasting, hey, this is happening because of this. It's like, no, that's happening because two people are having domestic abuse problems.
Okay, speaking about happening because of something, I was actually curious. Did you hear the story of the tiger? The guy with like a bunch of tattoos. Hold on, let me try to find this story.
Just like the
Cat Man.
Yeah, the Cat Man. Yep.
And no, Dennis Abner of Tonopah, Nevada, was widely known as Catman, though preferred his Native American name, Stalking Cat. He spent considerably resources to surgically modify his body to resemble that of a tiger, and he was found dead. And he was found dead, and they don't know why. They were thinking he committed suicide, but
something. The guy, maybe he tried to be a tiger too much and
regrets his decision.
Regrets something.
But we don't know.
That's ridiculous.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I've heard there's the bird guy too. There's the bird guy and the cat guy. And the bird guy had the same thing, had reconstructive surgery to try and look like a bird. He was even thinking of getting, feathered wings sewn into his back and stuff. Yeah.
Look up Birdman, huh?
The Birdman.
And it's not
the Harvey guy either,
Not Lil Wayne.
No, not Lil Wayne either.
Not Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's stepfather.
Lil
Birdman.
Yep, Birdman.
Not him.
The gentleman who took the bet for, what was it, 500 or something on the Patriots? And he was looking for anybody to match his bet. That was Birdman.
Oh, yeah, that was. For the Super Bowl.
For the Super Bowl. In Florida, a Martin County sheriff, on this going back a few weeks as well, October 13th, went to an address in the 4400 block of Southeast Commerce Avenue in Stewart and encountered a naked white male wearing only a hat. Now, my question is not what kind of hat this gentleman was wearing over that certain part, probably a sombrero if I was to guess. But he was wearing only a hat, was identified as 53-year-old Russ Evers. 53-year-old David Allen Parler. The officer had noticed he had defecated on himself and was asked why he was in that parking lot particularly naked. The gentleman replied, "I was set up by my friends." Apparently, the deputy couldn't find any clothes for him, giving him just a garbage bag to wear in shame. A witness also said that Parler came into his store naked. After yelling at Parler to get out, he tried to open the doors of vehicles in the parking lot, trying to make his getaway. So, he walked out. Those kind of guys are trash.
What's wrong with wearing a garbage bag?
I mean,
that's all you can afford.
If that's what you can. No,
what
the officer put it on him after arresting him with the hat.
Sorry.
It was like that guy we were talking about with what do you have, like a can of something? He said he just wanted to find a party.
Oh, yeah.
He was covered in oil or something. Yeah, naked, covered in oil.
Let me show you guys a picture. Bob Barker's painting is being sold for $3.5 million, and I'll let you guys be the judge of this one.
Oh, yeah? Bob Barker? How much is the... can they see with the light? Back up a little bit. Back up. Back up. Back up. There you go. A little bit. A little bit back. A little bit back.
No, a little this way. You got enough.
We can always just put that back in.
It's not really worth it.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it's just.
We'll scan it in when we're at it.
We'll scan it. We'll have to cut that part off.
We don't even have to. Let's just keep rolling with it.
Anyway, so and the Philly Burbs.
No, but what do you think?
Well,
put that painting. Look.
I mean, would I buy that painting for what was it?
3.5 million. Bob Barker.
If I had 3.5 million extra to spend on regardless, and nothing else, sure.
You would?
Why not?
I wouldn't.
No, I probably wouldn't. But
I think the only one that's gonna have that picture in their house.
Adam Sandler?
Bob Barker.
Oh, Bob Barker might have it too.
Yeah, no, because no one's gonna buy it off him.
No, probably not.
I'm just kidding, Bob.
Bob, we love you if you're watching the show.
Just kidding.
We have a head football coach, Mark Schmidt, has been suspended for one game by the Nashami, whatever, I'm not even going to try it on this one, the school district as a result of an incident from a Friday night game. Last Friday, the Friday night game, Schmidt came onto the field and grabbed a Nashami player by the jersey after that player committed an unsportsmanlike conduct foul that resulted in a penalty. Sources, described it. During his tenure, Schmidt has led the Redskins to 6 conference titles and 2 District 1 championships. Just because he grabbed this player after he made an unsportsmanlike conduct move, he was suspended for one game. Does that make any sense? What is America coming to?
It's the wussification.
Yeah, wussification of America, according to Barstool, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some teams.
It's not wussification.
Yeah, I know. It's replaced that with a P. Anyway, in Greece, Larissa Greece, the world's oldest profession, is giving a whole new meaning to the love of the game. And I refer to soccer as the game, and the oldest profession in America being prostitution.
Oh, how did I know?
Yeah, I don't know. Good guess, maybe? So, players on a cash-strapped Greek soccer team now wear pink practice jerseys with the logos Villa Erotica and Sola's House of History. 2 bordellos it recruited as sponsors after drastic government spending costs. It's unconventional, but they're sponsors.
Yeah,
you gotta love your sponsors.
Yeah, you know what?
Absolutely.
You do. And
they should have some of their cheerleaders come out.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. So
wouldn't mind going to that game.
Dude, speaking about soccer, a lot of people run on the field, sometimes nude, but sometimes with one leg, as this one-legged soccer fan tries to run on the field, but unfortunately he didn't make it very far. But it was a nice try.
Yeah, was he hopping or was he
no,
with
he
the
was
crutch
very
in hand?
He was hopping.
Oh,
I'm pretty
wow.
sure. Yeah, so And to your football thing, Ben Roethlisberger got injured. You see that?
No, I mean, I heard about it. I didn't see
So
it.
he hurt his shoulder or whatever. Thought I'd let you guys know, since this is news.
Coming from the guy that crashed his motorcycle and he's still playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Unbelievable.
But you want to roll?
Yeah, I'll roll up with a story. Now, I don't understand if something's too hot. You either blow on it, you put some ice on it. You don't just go ahead and start drinking it. And because this is how great America is, because people won't stop eating and drinking things that burn their mouth. It looks like my hand, doesn't it? Scientists have created a dissolvable oral strip that can be applied directly to the burn, providing instant relief and promoting healing. They found that the strips are actually non-toxic, which has a huge potential for anyone that burns their mouth while eating and drinking hot foods. And that's just about everyone. So the strips behave similar to breath-freshening strips that you might find at your local drugstore. Now based at the University of New Mexico, McConville and his team will explore creating a stronger oral strip to treat more severe burns that last longer than 2 to 3 days. The next step in furthering their research will be to test the strips in humans and experiment with taste masking.
On monkeys.
Now, it just sounds to me like it's some kind of wax strip that, in The Simpsons they had Homer Simpson, just gobble a bunch of wax so he could down those ghost peppers.
Oh, yeah, the peppers, yep. And then he starts tripping.
yeah.
It's actually pretty funny.
That was a good episode. But, so they actually, this is real. They're starting, just like the oral breath strips that can help your tongue recover from a burn from drinking and eating hot foods.
Wow, very interesting.
Very interesting. But, wouldn't you just want to put some ice on it or something, cool it down?
Does it work good for...
I think what they said at the end of it was they will further their research in taste masking. So you won't be able to taste anything on your tongue.
Anything you may not enjoy?
Yes. So I guess going with the erotica genre earlier, we'll probably be seeing a product like that soon.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right, actually.
Just the facts all the time. This is Earth News, I'm telling you.
Speaking of crazy erotica things,
because we don't discuss it enough on the show. Absolutely not.
Some of which, I don't know, I think of Vegas sometimes, So what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas, though, as this actress comedian recently discovered Janeane Garofalo.
Oh, Janeane Garofalo.
Yeah. Janeane Garofalo discovered that she and Rob Cohen, a Big Bang Theory producer, were married for the past 20 years because they got hitched in Vegas. And they didn't think it was real, but it was real because Rob ended up trying to get married, and this came up, and they're both like, "What? Oh my God." Wow. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, the sacrifice of marriage, apparently. 20 years of not knowing that you're hitched.
So now everyone knows about it, even though it happened in Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Especially anything like that.
Herpes will come right back with you.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. So, apparently, capping off a 50-day bender with a transcontinental flight may cause confusion, if you don't know this already. A Ukrainian man returning from a trip during which he got drunk and stayed drunk for an entire 50 days, according to court papers, faces federal charges after attempting to open an emergency exit moments after his flight landed. Details of the commotion are contained in a federal complaint filed by the U.S. attorney in Utah, but I feel that everyone should know about this. 50 days of being on a bender, and the last day that he comes in, he's from Ukraine, he's flying into Utah, and he tries to open the emergency exit door of the plane that's landing.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, just don't go on a 50-day bender.
No, you know what?
You know? Does that make sense?
I honestly think benders aren't very good for you anyway. You know?
No, because you need to get stuff done.
Yeah, you
from
do.
time to time.
It's not so good for your liver or whatever.
No, it's definitely, if you want to live a long time, you can't. There's also the complaint from the plane as the plane was descending. The 46-year-old man, who is Antonili Baranovich, woke up and started yelling in Russian that the wing of the aircraft was on fire. So apparently he was nice and boozed up during the landing too.
And thought it was on fire.
Yeah, he thought it was on fire, tried to open the wing, and stayed drunk for an entire 50 days
of
his visit in Ukraine. Yeah.
It's pretty awful. Do you want to hear something else that's awful? Did you hear about the man who accused Elmo, the puppeteer's guy, of having sex with a teenage boy? No, apparently he was the teenage boy.
Uh-huh.
And he says, I don't know, that it wasn't really consensual, and I don't know, it's kind of weird.
The boy recanted the story. Breaking news, the boy has recanted the story.
Oh, he did take that back.
Oh, he took it back?
He took it back,
yes.
But that's such a strike on that too, because that would bring Tickle Me to a whole new level.
Yeah, that so many kids just look up to Elmo.
I know, and that's that's good that he came back about it.
It is good. Hopefully he didn't get paid off, and that's the truth.
Exactly.
But no one truthfully knows.
Yeah, you never know.
No, because that would ruin Sesame Street, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many Elmo fans.
Oh, yeah. Big Elmo fans.
Don't you have an Elmo tat?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He doesn't.
So, if anybody's been on YouTube lately, you need to look up this fighter, Wayne Kung Fu Smallwood. He's an MMA fighter, and he is one of the oldest fighters that I've seen on this. He's got a drunken kung fu kind of style, and he knocked out a guy who was about 40 years younger than him.
Really?
In the MMA ring. You gotta look at. He did not connect with many punches, but there was one that he connected on, knocked his opponent out.
Knocked him clean out. And it was just one of the most surprising things I've ever seen. Having a guy that age just knock someone out. How old was he?
I think he was like 60-something.
Oh, wow.
60 or 70. He was old. The guy looked old.
Wow. You want to do the weather?
Well, I mean, I don't really feel like doing the weather. It looks pretty bad out there. Mike, I know your son's with you, but do you mind doing the weather?
I don't know.
Remember?
I mean, he's here. The weather's doesn't look that nice out. I mean,
look, your boy wants to do it.
Yeah, look, he's even giving us a smile.
I'll do it for him.
Okay.
All right, come on, boy, let's go.
All right. Oh, Mike.
Oh, jeez.
I hope he's all right.
I hope they're okay too.
That looked pretty bad.
Yeah, I'd feel awful if anything happened to these guys. But good luck. Yeah. So the weather's.
I haven't heard him come back into the station yet. All right.
They're good.
They'll be all right.
They'll be good.
We'll double check on them later.
Yeah. So.
So anyway, do you? Let me see here. I got a couple. Oh, yeah, that one's an interesting one. Let's talk about this woman who couldn't fulfill her job as a mother for her first two sons, or her first two children. Terry Graham, a mother of two, she could not breastfeed her children, but now she's fulfilling her maternal desire in an unorthodox way. She is now breastfeeding her 9-year-old daughter's dog.
What?
A pug named Spider. So, in an interview published in the October 20th UK edition of Closer magazine, Graham, 44, said she knows some people might consider her a freak, but insisted that her breastfeeding nourishes the dog and makes her feel like a better mom. She says she finally feels complete and like a mother. So this is like the oddest story I've ever heard.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Since
No
Mike isn't here, I had to go check how much time we have left.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What are we rolling with?
Well, with like 24, I think.
24 right now? Cool.
Yeah, so we'll have to wrap it up sometime.
Well,
unfortunately.
for more on that story, we actually have an interview. I think we had the live action cam on that story to talk about to Mrs. Graham on that. Let's roll that footage. This is getting a brain freeze.
Just gonna house that pint.
That's all you.
Keep it up. You can see the brain freeze face. Look at the camera. Alright, that was totally just you eating a bowl of ice cream.
No, I mean, did you think we were actually going to roll that story? I mean, come on, that's so controversial.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and plus, if I roll that story when I have this story real quick, Brandon Marshall of the Bears tweets a picture of himself in the locker room to like his 700,000 followers, whoever follows him on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the pic is of himself, and in the background is a picture of one of his teammates' butts. Because he was still getting dressed, and he should have checked first.
So he had someone tweet a photo of him, and his teammates in the
like
back
naked
getting changed.
How terrible
That's ridiculous.
Is that? To that many people, it's like, wow, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that funny? So, I don't know, do we have time for a couple more?
No, we're pretty much done for today. I'm Art Crandall.
And I'm Brad Crandall.
And this is Earth News.
Until next time.
You stay classy, Dover Sherburne.
What? And the rest of the Earth?
And the rest of the Earth.
You stay classy.
You stay classy, Earth.
Thank you. Take care. Always a pleasure.